Let's start with your reading, Gemini. Today, we are going to look into your current situation. We're going to look into your energy, your person's energy, or external energy. And then we're going to take a look at what's coming toward you next that you might not know about yet. Now, let's start with your first message. All right, you got a new moon in Gemini, and your first message says communication is key. This message is coming up because some sort of conversation is about to happen right here, a conversation that will impact the situation in a way that maybe right now you are not expecting. What I see right here is two people talking face to face or via messages or just energetically, honestly. And someone here is almost saying, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose this. I do not want to lose everything that we have, everything that we have built. But I also see you saying, and I don't want to wait around, hoping that someday you decide that I am what you want. Clearly, right here, there is something that needs to be talked about. And there is an awareness that you have right now as to the fact that you deserve someone who thinks that you're too important to lose at all times, not just when they actually lost you. So we have a lot to look into. Let's see then what this message is about. Let's see why it's coming up now. And let's start with your reading, Gemini. Okay. Wow. The main energy for the reading, the star. We clearly have something here about to happen in the situation, a situation that you walked away from or that you're thinking to walk away from, which is going to feel like a miracle. With the star, we have something coming true, something that maybe you wanted to happen at some point, but that never really did. Right now, especially considering the Wheel of Fortune, something is changing in the environment which will allow for this to happen and will allow for this to maybe become what it could have never been up to this point. Is it going to be the case? We'll see. Now, the energy of the situation is very, very different. It's right here in the heart of the reading. We have the devil. And this, at least right now, feels like something that is not helping your stability, is not helping your independency and your overall balance. It looks like you have definitely created a strong emotional connection with someone, and this connection ended up messing things up for you. There is a moment here in which you said to yourself, I am never going to make these same mistakes again. Doesn't mean it doesn't matter how I feel, doesn't matter how much I care. There are things that cannot be allowed in my life anymore. And right here, I see that regardless of your strength right now, there is something that at times takes you back to this and takes you back to the dimension that this situation, that this relationship created for you back then, which was a beautiful one, but that right now you are acknowledging as a memory and something that might never come back. But will it not? We'll see. Now, what we see on your side, your energy today is the King of Wands. You're ready. You are ready to take action. You're ready to do what's necessary to do in order to move on, in order to let go, in order to get to a place where you can feel proud of your decisions and happy with what you're building around you. You want to move past something. You are too tired of just waiting around, as we were saying earlier, hoping that someone at some point will say the right thing, will do the right thing. How much time have you already spent waiting on this person to realize things that you have already realized a long time ago? Right here, we see that you are You feel strong at times, at least. You feel ready to build a environment around you that can really give you what you are looking for, you know? Now, as far as your person goes, something that you might not expect actually is this Hierophant energy. We see someone here who's still thinking about this connection, who is still thinking about this commitment, and potentially this is their main thought right now. The thing that they cannot focus away from. Again, we were saying at the beginning, someone who doesn't want to lose this, and doesn't matter what they have done in the past to break this connection and to really destroy it on so many levels, they still feel as though they want to work for it. They want to see if there is a way back to this. This person really does not want to lose you. And I want to see more about how this person feels as soon as we clarify this card. As far as your challenge goes, the Wheel of Fortune. Obviously, you're not going to feel comfortable around this energy right now because you're coming in with the King of Wands. Someone who doesn't wait around, someone who does what they feel it's time to do without waiting for other people's approval or other people's collaboration. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that some of these things are going to be out of your control. And that is your challenge right now. There are things that are about to happen in the situation around you that might make you feel out of control, but it's okay. You need to go along with it because eventually the situation is going to turn out in your favor, even if these things will feel out of your control. The only thing that you really need to keep in mind, especially with the star, is your vision. That is what you need to control. What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you are demanding and that is not negotiable for you? What is that instead in your life shouldn't happen anymore? As long as you have your vision, let the universe take care of the rest, because these incoming events will definitely surprise you and will definitely put you in a position where you're going to start to see the outcome that you wanted to see back then. But now this is the time when it's going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune talks about something happening in the right place at the right time. Feels random, but it's not. Now, one more important card that I see here, actually 7 of Wands and 2 of Cups. There is clearly some sort of communication coming in. We've seen it with the first message. Communication is key, and this is exactly what it's coming up soon for you. Now, this is not just going to be a conversation about the weather or anything random. This is going to be one of those conversations that can really change it all for you. There are moments like this that will not just change your future, but they will also redefine your past. And there are things coming up from this conversation that maybe you thought you'd never hear from this person, but that it's time to hear. It's time to understand. Clearly, you need to make sure that you have your boundaries set, your expectations clear, because this is going to be a big temptation. Why? We have this devil right here in the middle of the reading talking about temptation and maybe making you think that you can start compromising again for the sake of the relationship, for the peace of the situation. But you would regret that, Gemini. I definitely see that if you give in to that temptation of doing what's right for the relationship and not for you, you're going to end up in a situation where not only you're not in control, but also you're not happy with how the situation has evolved. So we see something coming in, something powerful enough to change it all for you. Make sure to be ready to handle it. How? We see the Empress down here coming towards you and you don't know it. Your reaction to this incoming conversation. It's as if in the past, potentially at times, this person was able to make you feel different about yourself, was able to change the way you've seen the world, the way you've seen yourself as well. But right now, when this will come in, you'll be so much in power, so much in control with what you're saying and what you're doing. And the first thing that I see here is how proud you are of yourself, the strength that you're showing in this situation is absolutely remarkable. And it's the first step towards real happiness, towards those miracles that we were talking about at the beginning of the reading. Now, I have to say, I see some conflict within you currently in the present, because there is a lot that you want to achieve. There is a lot that you want to manifest for yourself, but there are a lot of fears as well. 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, everything that has happened up to this point has changed you. And at times it still influences your decision making. And it's true that the brain sometimes is a sadist. It forgets that beautiful experience and safe feeling very quickly, but it remembers that disappointment, that letdown experienced years and years ago. You need to make sure right now to really control your perception and your vision, because it will deeply impact the next few months ahead for you and the events that are about to come in. So we have a lot to look into. Let's now start clarifying all of these messages to understand more about this person, about this incoming conversation, and about the evolution of this situation in the next few months. Obviously, we see a lot that you don't know about them. So let's dig deeper into their energy to find out all the details. Let's see what this conversation is going to be about. Let's see what you should expect in the next few months from the situation, but also from other external energies. What else is coming your way next that you should absolutely know about today, Gemini? Let's keep going with your reading. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Lovers. And I have just done a reading for Libra, which also had both the Lovers and the Devil. Right here, we see two cards that actually have the same energy, that strong bond, that strong connection that can either make your life or destroy your life, depending on how it evolves, depending on how you are perceiving that very energy. Right here, we have a surprise. We have a surprise, Gemini, because what comes next is actually going to bring a lot of magic into your life. The Lovers talks about enlightened senses, an intense bond, a time in which you're really going to feel happy of that happiness that we don't experience very often. But also right here, we see a choice. That's what the Lovers talks about too. A choice based on what's important to you. A choice based on your expectations and the things that you do not want to compromise. Overall, we see a time of passion and potentially a time in which you're going to fall in love again. With whom? Oh, look at this. Ace of Cups as well. With whom are you going to fall in love, and what should you expect from this? What is the role of this communication and this person regarding this Lover's energy right here when it comes to this Lover's energy right here? So let's keep going and let's see what this is all going to be about. But first of all, let's clarify this Hierophant to understand more about your person. What? 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Page of Swords. Someone is doing some spying over here, Gemini. There is so much that you do not know about this person and about their energy, but right now it's all coming up on the surface, so get ready. The first thing that we see is that